It's just past midnight in Desir, a small desert village in Isfahan province. For 8-year-old Zara, a fictional character created for this narrative, this would be home. Quiet, familiar, safe. She sleeps on a thin mattress on the floor where her family retreats to escape the desert heat. The air is cool and dry, scented with the dust and dry herbs. But Desir is not just any village. It sits 5.4 kilometers from the Isfahan nuclear facility. For years, the villagers have lived near that distant complex, its presence rarely thought about in daily life. But tonight, something is different. They are the unintended neighbors of a global flashpoint. Zara stirs, not fully awake. A strange feeling pulls her from sleep, a low vibration through the ground. She sits up slowly, confused. The sound is distant but growing, a deep thrumming that doesn't belong to the quiet desert night. She crawled to the edge of the window, her eyes scanning the dark horizon toward the north. Bright orange blooms that paint the darkness for split seconds one after another. Zara counts them without thinking. 5, 10, more. They look like distant fireworks, but the sound is wrong. Too deep, too serious. Heading directly for the Natanz complex, the one that for all its secrecy had now drawn the world's attention. Directly to their doorstep. And then Zara's father appeared in the doorway, his face pale in the dim light rushing to take Zara away from the window. Zara's father huddled her tightly as the sounds continued, more distant explosions, each one a reminder that something terrible was happening just beyond their sight. The strikes went on for what felt like hours, but was probably only minutes. Windows had rattled, but not broken. Walls had trembled, but stood. No one in Desir was hurt, but everyone knew the quiet corner of the world had just become part of something much larger. The distant complex that they've grown used to ignoring had drawn fire, and they had felt the echo of it roll across the desert to their doorstep. Under the cloak of a moonless night, a fleet of stealth bombers, silent giants of the sky, departed from the Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Their destination, 3 nuclear facilities deep inside Iran. Their mission, to neutralize Iran's nuclear weapons capability in a single, coordinated strike. What followed was an aerial ballet of unprecedented complexity, an operation that would stun military strategists, send tremors through global markets, and leave the world grappling with a single profound question. How do you dismantle the heart of a nuclear program without igniting the flames of a wider war? This is a story of meticulous planning, audacious deception, and cutting-edge weaponry converging within a mere 36-hour window, forever reshaping a geopolitical flashpoint. For years, Iran's nuclear facility, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan have been a crucible of international tension. A delicate dance of intelligence gathering, economic sanctions, and diplomatic overtures has long defined the global response. But as a specter for nuclear breakout loomed, military strategists were tasked with an unenviable challenge: to prepare for the unthinkable. Operation Midnight Hammer was far from a singular, isolated strike. It was a meticulously orchestrated symphony involving over 125 aircraft, tankers, electronic warfare platforms, escorts, and the stars of the show, 7 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers. But the true genius lay in the deception. Rather than using modified F-16s, the deception came from within the B-2 fleet itself. Some B-2 bombers flew westward over the Pacific as decoys, creating false signatures and drawing attention away from the true strike package. This misdirection allowed the actual strike force to approach Iranian airspace from unexpected vectors, slipping through undetected. Simultaneously, from the silent depths of the Persian Gulf, a nuclear-powered US submarine unleashed a salvo of Tomahawk cruise missiles. These underwater projectiles were aimed at hardened surface targets and critical air defense sites, adding a crucial multi-axis pressure point. This combination of aerial stealth and underwater precision underscored the operation's unparalleled sophistication. The success of Operation Midnight Hammer depended on one critical element: secure communications. Hundreds of personnel across continents coordinated through military-grade encrypted channels that couldn't be intercepted, tracked, or compromised. In today's digital world, your online activity is constantly being monitored, not just by governments, but by internet providers, advertisers, and data brokers. Every search you make, every article you read, every video you watch creates a digital trail. That's where Proton VPN comes in. Built by certain scientists with the same security principles used by journalists and activists worldwide. Proton VPN encrypts your internet connection, masks your location, and ensures that what you do online stays private. Whether you're researching sensitive geopolitical topics like this one, assessing international news sources, or simply browsing without being tracked, Proton VPN keeps your data secure with servers in over 60 countries and a strict no-logs policy. Click the link in the description and get a massive 80% discount on your first subscription. Because in an age of mass surveillance, your digital privacy shouldn't be a luxury, it should be a given. What makes certain nuclear facilities notoriously difficult to neutralize is their formidable reinforcement and deep underground placement, often buried beneath dozens of meters of earth and reinforced concrete. To overcome these subterranean fortresses, the US deployed massive ordnance penetrators, GBU-57 colossal bunker busters, capable of penetrating up to 200 feet, approximately 60 meters of earth, or 25 feet of high-strength concrete, alongside Tomahawk cruise missiles. Pentagon reports confirm that 14 GBU-57 MOPs were deployed across all 3 sites, executed with breathtaking precision and coordinated to the second. The strike unfolded in rapid succession. Each bomb and missile was timed to degrade air defenses, paving the way for the GBU-57s to strike the underground nuclear facilities. Tankers, like aerial refueling stations, replenished the bombers mid-flight in a choreographed ballet. Electronic warfare aircraft continued to jam communications, while onboard systems meticulously tracked every second, adjusting to evade any Iranian attempts at detection. Beyond the headlines and the technical marvels lie thousands of untold human hours. B-2 crews endured grueling 30-plus hour missions, strapped into cramped cockpits, maintaining absolute focus as they flew halfway around the world and back. Tanker crews performed the delicate ballet of mid-air refueling over vast oceans and hostile territory. Intelligence analysts hunched over screens tracked every radar ping, every communication intercept, every data point. Military releases and veteran accounts paint a picture of a mission logistically straining, yet executed with unwavering precision. In the immediate aftermath, Iran attempted retaliation, launching ballistic missiles towards US bases in the region. However, coordinated missile defense systems including Patriot batteries and Aegis-equipped naval vessels intercepted the majority of these threats. Iranian media reported technical failures and premature detonations, while intelligence sources confirmed a distinct lack of coordinated counterstrike capability, rendering Iran's response largely symbolic and ineffective. The immediate military objectives of Operation Midnight Hammer were reportedly achieved, yet the political fallout rippled across the globe. Markets reacted with volatility, allies issued carefully worded statements, and Tehran, defiant, vowed consequences. Analysts cautioned against asymmetric responses, cyber operations targeting US infrastructure, proxy strikes through Hezbollah or other allied groups in the region. or intensified diplomatic pressure to isolate the United States internationally. Operation Midnight Hammer was not merely a strike, it was a masterclass in joint force integration. Hundreds of personnel, spanning continents, communicated seamlessly through encrypted channels. Crews operated under extreme pressure, acutely aware that the margin for error was zero. Every element, from submarine launches to airborne decoys, was synchronized down to the very second. Beyond the events of that single night lies a profound strategic question. What does a precision strike truly accomplish if it inadvertently fuels instability? Supporters hail it as a triumph of precision prevention. Critics decorate it as an escalation with unforeseen costs. The truth perhaps resides somewhere in between, a tactical success nestled within a fraught strategic gamble. Operation Midnight Hammer will undoubtedly be studied for years to come, for its innovative tactics, its unprecedented reach, and its far-reaching consequences. If you wish to delve deeper into the source material that informed this episode, you'll find official briefings and reports linked in the description below.